While the world is filled with stories of dogs bravely coming to the rescue, cats are often overlooked when it comes to acts of heroism. It's time to change that narrative, as not all heroes have to bark to be brave. Let me tell you about Zara, a tuxedo cat whose loyalty and instincts went far beyond what anyone expected, protecting her family's most vulnerable member when they needed it the most. Mary and Daniel were thrilled when they found out they were expecting a baby. As they prepared their home for the new arrival, their cat, Zara, seemed just as excited about the changes. From the moment baby Ollie was brought home, Zara was there, meowing softly as if greeting him. It was love at first sight for Zara, who immediately took on the role of guardian over the tiny human. For the first 9 months, Mary stayed at home, caring for Ollie and watching the bond between the baby and Zara grow. Wherever Ollie was, Zara wasn't far behind. She would curl up next to him during his naps, keeping a watchful eye on the little one. It was clear that Zara had claimed Ollie as her own, treating him not just as a friend, but as her responsibility. When the time came for Mary to return to work, she was filled with mixed emotions. Finding the right caregiver for Ollie was not an easy decision, and despite her reluctance to trust strangers, she turned to a family friend named Alicia. At 21, Alicia seemed like the perfect choice. She was familiar, in need of a job, and Mary believed that her baby would be safe in the hands of someone she knew well. For a while, things seemed to go smoothly. Alicia settled into her role, and Mary was relieved to be back at work, knowing that Ollie was in good company. But soon, subtle changes began to appear. Zara, once friendly and calm around Alicia, started acting strangely whenever the nanny was around. The cat that used to snuggle on anyone's lap now avoided Alicia entirely, sometimes even hissing or swatting at her. When questioned, Alicia laughed it off, saying Zara was probably jealous or reacting to the scent of a dog on her clothes. But Zara's behavior wasn't the only thing that seemed off. Ollie, who had always been a cheerful and easygoing baby, was suddenly more skittish and irritable. He would flinch at loud noises, and his once happy giggles were replaced with anxious looks whenever Alicia was near. Then came the day that pushed Mary's concern over the edge. She returned home to find Ollie with a swollen lip. Alicia claimed he had bumped himself with a toy, but Mary's intuition told her something wasn't right. Her gut told her that Ollie's distress was more than just clumsiness or accidents. She decided it was time to take action, but she needed proof. Mary and Daniel quickly bought a small recording device, small enough to be hidden in the house. But where should they place it to make sure they caught any suspicious behavior? Then they had an idea. Zara could be their secret spy. The cat was always by Ollie's side, so they placed the recording device in Zara's collar, ensuring that wherever the baby went, Zara and the evidence would be right there. The next day, as Mary and Daniel listened to the recording, their worst fears began to unfold. They heard Ollie babbling and Zara meowing softly, trying to comfort him. Then Alicia's voice cut in, harsh and impatient. As Ollie began to cry, instead of soothing him, Alicia snapped, yelling at the baby to shut up, and using a tone that was anything but caring. Zara, the ever-faithful protector, responded by hissing at Alicia, a clear sign of her disapproval and distress. Mary and Daniel were horrified. They knew they needed more evidence to confront Alicia directly, so they set up hidden cameras in strategic spots around the house, the living room, and Ollie's bedroom. With everything in place, they left for work the next day, praying they were wrong, but fearing they were right. When they reviewed the footage later that evening, their hearts broke. The cameras revealed Alicia's true nature. As soon as the parents left, Alicia's demeanor changed. She was rough with Ollie, handling him with a lack of care and compassion that no child should ever experience. She yelled at him when he cried, scolding him for being fussy. At one point, Alicia even sat on the edge of Ollie's crib, ignoring his pleas for comfort. Zara's reaction was immediate. The loyal cat positioned herself between Ollie and Alicia, hissing and growling to protect her little human friend. It was clear that Zara wasn't just a passive observer. She was actively defending Ollie from harm, doing everything in her power to keep the nanny away from the baby. With undeniable evidence in hand, Mary and Daniel called the police and rushed home. They confronted Alicia, who at first tried to play innocent, pretending nothing was wrong. But when faced with the recordings, her facade crumbled. The police arrested Alicia on the spot, charging her with child endangerment. She was later ordered to attend counseling and anger management sessions to avoid jail time, and she was permanently banned from working as a nanny. For Mary and Daniel, the betrayal stung deeply. This was a person they had trusted with their most precious treasure, and she had turned out to be a nightmare in disguise. The thought of what could have happened if Zara hadn't intervened haunted them. They vowed to never again rely on friends or strangers for childcare, realizing that sometimes the best guardians aren't even human. Zara, the unexpected hero, had saved Ollie from further harm and helped expose the truth. Her loyalty and protective instincts were far greater than anyone could have imagined. The bond between Zara and Ollie grew even stronger after the ordeal. Whenever Ollie played or napped, Zara was there, by his side, ensuring he was safe and sound. Today, Ollie is a happy, thriving child, unaware of the danger he once faced. Zara remains his vigilant guardian, always close, always watching. This brave cat proved that heroes come in all shapes and sizes, and sometimes they purr instead of bark. Without Zara's intervention, Mary and Daniel might never have uncovered the truth until it was too late. This heartwarming story is a powerful reminder that love and loyalty can come from the most unexpected places. Zara the cat not only earned her place in the family's hearts, but also taught everyone that sometimes our furry friends are capable of extraordinary things. Thanks to Zara, Ollie is safe. Alicia will never harm another child, and the family has a new perspective on who they can truly trust. Zara's heroics will never be forgotten. She showed that when it comes to protecting loved ones, even the smallest creatures can have the biggest hearts. So the next time someone tells you that cats are aloof or unloving, just tell them about Zara, the fearless feline who saved the day and became the best nanny a family could ever ask for.